Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Liner, caught it second.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Foul ball.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
And now here is Mark Vientos. Back up the... Oh, that got him. The throw is still in time. And they do get the out. Riley O'Brien is forced to the mound after the injury. Here's Pete Alonso.
Number 55. Riley O'Brien.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Absolutely hammered it to left center. Pete Alonso takes him deep. And just like that, they're out in front. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one ripped. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Jesse Winker. Line drive at him in center field. The Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. We go to the bottom of the first. And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by-pitch to lead off the inning. Man at first, nobody out. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base. But this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Got him. And there's one down.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the...
Hauls it in, 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
This one in the air. Lindor. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. New inning getting started. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. O'Brien back to work. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Walker raging back towards the wall. Tattooed and gone.
There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
And the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. It's a bomb. That one felt good, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Slings it across. 1 out in the second. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate.
On a line, base hit. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And the
Now pitching.
Now
for
the third baseman,
Cardinals,
Mark Vientos,
Number
grounded out to
57.
shorten his first trip.
Zach Thompson.
And that is out of play. Soto over at first with one away. Thompson, in his second season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a forkball, and he occasionally uses a curve. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. He'll circle the bases. Their third home run of the inning. And they add on. It's 7-0. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 8-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for two. Relay to second, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Boots it into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. Contreras gets it to first. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out. And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. Hot shot to third. Arenado to first in time. And they're happy. Back in St. Louis as the Cardinals come up to hit here in the last of the second. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a miss.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
Next one misses. Going to count 1-2. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls,
One
2
out,
strikes.
bases empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One down, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Alvarez brings it in, and that is the third. Top half of the third inning. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
And now the lefty hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 9-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time. Hard ground ball, base knock. So now back to the top of the order.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely.
Arenado There's one.
That's an out.
And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Juan Soto now. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now 9-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And the batter now, Victor Scott. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. And two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled to first. St. Louis goes down. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have Philadelphia.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Rip towards third. Arenado to first in time. And that takes care of Alonso. Brandon Nimmo will hit next.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fry.
That one ripped right center field. And out of here. He circles the bases. It's 10-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Manager out of the dugout.
Out pitching.
And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker.
Number 62. Kyle.
That's hard hit on the line. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And that is that. One scores in the inning. Solo home run. It's now 10-0. Back after this on the show. Burleson leading things off and takes a strike.
0-1.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Popped up. Acuna makes the catch, and there's one gone. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Strike one.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Arenado in the box now. No balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Tyrone Taylor. Warning track. Wall. And you can touch them all, baseball man. He sends it out of here. his second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 11-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting a ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Base hit center field.
Up next for the
So
Mets,
man aboard. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 3. Hit on the ground might be 2. Here's Wynn for 1. And that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Runner in from third to extend their lead. Relay throw to second. Safe. And that's his third hit. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. He's already homered here in this one. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 14-0.
Now pitching.
2 down, bases empty. Pete Alonso now at the plate.
Jojo Romero.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. The relay in there safely.
Boog, I know you love the slug. Well, the slugging percentage is on the rise in this one. That's his third extra base hit of the game. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that's going to bang against the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. And they extend their lead.
Now that.
So 2 down. And now the DH, Jesse Winker. Laser could be trouble coming home. He'll score. And now Tyrone Taylor. Back up the middle and a base hit. Here comes Winker. He will score. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single.
Number 47.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 19-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one. And he's just so locked in with this swing. And he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game. Man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Back to the top of the lineup. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 4 with a double. That's a laser base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now it's Juan Soto. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one is gone. He leaves the yard to right. Make that 4 homers in the inning. It's 22-0.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now pitching.
So 2 away with nobody on. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos.
Matthew Liberator.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. What a stop. Throw to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here in St. Louis, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Soto hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Lars Nootbaar, the next to hit. And that's through there for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Toss to Alonso, 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a pop-up. Lindor brings it in for the 3rd out. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Liberator back to work. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. It's a double at his 5th hit of the game.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So a man aboard. And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Coming home. He'll score easily. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Now batting.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Fair ball. The run comes in from second, and they extend their lead. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Now batting.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Got all of that one.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4.
Now pitching.
And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna.
Ryan Fernandez.
Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
That one ripped. And that ball is out of here. Francisco Lindor takes him deep. 2nd home run of the inning for him. It's 27-0. Here's Juan Soto.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Out of here. They go back to back. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 28-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too.
Makes the grab, 2 down. 2 out, space is empty. Now here is Pete Alonso. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His third home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 29-0. Now, Brandon Nimmo. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The final damage. Back here at Busch Stadium, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Ivan Herrera. Swing and a miss, strike one.
You know, these Cardinals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
This one popped up, and there's one down. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Foul ball there.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The Mets up big in this one here in the bottom of the sixth. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. So the batting order turns over, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground, Acuna. The throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Now pitching.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Ryan Helsley.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Ripped to short. Whips it across. And Winker is set down. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Hard hit left side. Gets it to first. And a couple of quick outs. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez, trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. He's looking for his 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
And that one is out of here. His 5th home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 30-0. So digging in, Luis Angel Acuna. Out to short, and that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's already homered in this game. That one ripped. And foul ball. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. And that is the back here in St. Louis, bottom of the 7th. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Alec Burleson. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one. And that one fouled off. That one inside. Now 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Lindor on the first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here's Contreras now. That one misses, and that is ball 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Arenado stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. The Cardinals yet to pick up a hit here. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the 8th. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. And that one hammered way back there. Get out of town.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
And now it's going to be Mark Vientos. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Helsley, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Into center and a base hit. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Gone onto the grass hill for a homer.
Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
And here is Brandon Nimmo, and that's a base hit.
These guys today are so great with handling
Now
velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And now two aboard.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Ripped to right. Dives, and he can't hang on. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Digging in, Francisco Alvarez. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a second crosses the plate. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Swing and a bouncer out to short. Win. Fires over to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. That one ripped. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Alvarez crosses the plate, and the lead continues to grow. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that ball is gone.
That ball was blasted, Boog, and As broadcasters, we can go weeks without seeing a ball hit 115 miles per hour, which is what StatCast tells us there. Man, he really got the bat through the zone and did not get cheated.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely smoked.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one back there and out of here.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget.
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone. Certainly worthy of another look to find out the distance of that home run via StatCast. 470 feet. Singy, say it with me. Wow.
Yeah, he got every stitch on that baseball, and you don't see many homers go as far as that one just did. I'm sure it's already spread like wildfire on the internet, man. These kind of home runs don't go unnoticed.
One down. So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that is gone.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
At the plate, Francisco Alvarez. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that one is off the wall. The relay to second, and in there with a double off the wall. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Say goodbye to that one.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. No question about this one. It's out of here.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
And now Juan Soto. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And it's gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Next to hit, Pete Alonso. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that one's gone.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Now here is Jesse Winker. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
I mean, come on, have a game. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Now it's going to be Tyrone Taylor. And base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Back-to-back singles. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now Francisco Alvarez. And there's a foul ball. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. On the ground, out to short. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Alvarez makes the grab, 1 away. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Boog, he is
swinging at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Taylor makes the grab on the run. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
And that one upstairs. And down on strikes he goes. And that K brings him into double digits. And we're back. We go to the 9th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. Helsley back to work. That one ripped way back there. Out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto. Line drive, base hit down the line. So up next, Mark Vientos. Smoked into left, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Coming around third is Soto. 1 run across. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that. Swing and a ball drilled center field. That one's back there. And gone. Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
That one ripped left field, and it one-hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger. So, man aboard, Luis Angel Acuna. Up now for the Mets. High fly ball out towards left field. That one carrying. It has the distance gone.
Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
Now at the plate, Francisco Lindor. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So digging in, Juan Soto. This one smoked on its way out of here.
Oh, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And now, Mark Vientos. An offensive explosion this inning here at the top of the ninth. Win. Fires across the diamond. Now one gone in the ninth. So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. The 0-2. Win. Throws across the diamond, and that takes care of Alonso. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he's in there standing up with a two-out double. Man in scoring position with two away. So now here's the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. And it goes just foul.
Just a matter of inches from picking up an RBI base hit and maybe a double in the process. That was barely foul.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Line drive, base hit. Man at first, Francisco Alvarez. Up now for the Mets. Left field, way back there. And that one hops the wall. Coming home. He'll score. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And the defense comes away with nothing. So 2 on with 2 away. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Diving stop at first. And very nicely done for the out. Last chance for the home team. Here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. There's a swing and a miss.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
3 outs from a no-hitter. And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. And now here is Victor Scott. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone.
8 1/3 no-hit innings and just 2 outs from glory. Finally gives up that first hit. It's kind of tough to see, but it's been a pleasure watching him do his thing in this one.
Swing and a foul straight back. That's in there. And it's 0-2.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning. Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count.
Hit to right, and that should do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, this guy was so close to getting into the history books. He pitched well all game long. That 1 hit in the 9th inning. A little disappointing, but he got right back on track to finish it out and get the W for the team.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.